My dear readers, in the grand tapestry of interstellar conflict and war machines, the mech-dominated battles of the Inner Sphere and the clans have held a singularly iconic place. Their epic confrontations are almost Homeric in nature, colossal figures of metal and fire pitted against one another. And yet, amidst this symphony of destruction, I would argue that there's a profound underestimation of the simple lone soldier, armed with nothing but a flintlock pistol. You may smirk at the juxtaposition of a lone gunman holding a relic from a bygone era against the might of, say, a dire wolf. But let us not hastily dismiss the potential power of the underestimated and overlooked. The elegance of a flintlock pistol, with its intricate mechanics and the sheer rawness of its design, is not to be scoffed at. Let us venture into the vast technological differences between the two. The clans, especially those like the Jade Falcons or the Wolf Clan, have always prided themselves on their advanced mech technology. They operate with intricate systems, targeting computers, advanced gyroscopes, and myriads of sensors. And in that complexity lies vulnerability. A flintlock, on the other hand, is the epitome of simplicity. Its mechanics are straightforward, almost childishly so. A straightforward pull of the trigger, and a lead ball is propelled forward with deadly force. It's direct, no-nonsense, and utterly reliable. Consider the classic Battle of Tukayyid, where Comstar's finest stood against the full might of the clans. It was a war of technology, of strategy, and above all, a war of pride. But amidst all that fire and fury, had there been a single soldier with the audacity to stand, flintlock in hand, the tides could have been different. For what the flintlock offers is not just firepower, but psychological warfare. To the clan mech warrior trained from birth for honor and combat, the sight of a lone infantryman defiantly holding a primitive weapon would be jarring. It would evoke a maelstrom of emotions, confusion, disdain, perhaps even fear. For what could be more terrifying than a lone soldier staring down a battle mech? But let us discuss the very science of it. We know that battle mechs, despite their thick, ferro-fibrous armor and advanced defensive systems, have their weaknesses. Cooling systems, for instance, which are vulnerable to sudden and unpredictable attacks. Or the cockpit, where even the thickest glass is not immune to a well-placed bullet. A skilled marksman with the knowledge of these weak points could, in theory, use a flintlock to cripple or even incapacitate a mech. To argue that the dire wolf with all its firepower could be halted by a singular lead ball might seem audacious. But then, audacity has always been the hallmark of great tactics. A well-placed shot could incapacitate a pilot, or perhaps ignite a cache of ammunition. In the world of combat, where unpredictability is the only constant, the flintlock-armed soldier stands as a testament to the power of the underestimated. Dear readers, the dance of battle mechs and their reign of terror may seem absolute, but in the grand scheme of things, a single determined soldier armed with nothing but his resolve and a flintlock pistol might just be the ultimate wildcard. And as the clans have learned time and again, it's the wildcards that can change the course of history.